Detroit Lions on the road at the Atlanta Falcons. Right now, Falcons are 5.5 to 6 point home favorites over the Lions. 42.5 to 43 is your total. Steven, I look at this one, and if I knew Jared Goff was going to be out there, I would be running to the book to take the 6 points with the Lions, because the Falcons are not 6 points better than any team in the NFL. Like they're not. They're a bottom five team in the NFL. Of course, this Jared Goff situation is going to be really the litmus test for this whole new COVID protocol thing, because they have gone out of their way the last couple of days to say, Jared Goff feels perfectly fine. There is nothing wrong with him other than the fact that the test is coming back and saying positive. Like, they have made a point of it the last 2 days, saying that it does not feel bad at all. He feels perfectly fine.
He said he has a mild cold and he's feeling fine.
Yeah, he said he feels fine. He even said, he's like, it's funny. I feel fine for this, whatever. 2 weeks ago, I had the flu. I was welcomed in the building. Come on in, buddy. Like, no big deal. Like, I have the flu and I can come right in the building. I've got like the sniffles here and I can't come in the building. I don't want to risk it because I don't know what these new protocols are going to do, how easy it is going to be to test out and all that. So I can't get there. Yeah, with the situation right now. If it was going to be Goff, man, this might be my favorite bet of the week if I knew that it was going to be Goff, because getting 6 points against this Falcons team that is just absolutely atrocious, I would really, really love this, but until I know more about the Goff situation, I can't do it.
Yeah, I would say just have your finger on the trigger and have some notifications on your phone or whatever, because there are a couple books where this has already moved back to 5.5. I guess maybe taking a chance that he is going to get cleared. So keep an eye out, and maybe you can still get a better number than what it was when it reopened at 4.5 at the beginning of this week before he got COVID. For those that haven't been following the new testing protocols closely, you can still test positive but get cleared to play if what is called the cycle threshold, the CT, is 35 or greater. So the NFL have found through their testing analysis that if you have a 35 or higher in whatever the CT is, it means you're not contagious anymore. But we have no idea how easy it is to get to that point, to actually get cleared in the span of less than a week. We had 4 quarterbacks last week that were describing no symptoms or mild symptoms that still didn't get cleared for the Washington football team and the Cleveland Browns. So we don't know if that's actually an easy bar to clear or not yet. If he does clear, I agree with you guys. I'm running to take Detroit in the points here. Over the last 3 weeks, even with a game in Denver where they were missing like 20 players, the Lions offense is 9th in success rate and 17th in EPA. The Falcons have been worse than that. So I think this offensive line is playing great. DeAndre Swift even returned to practice this week. He was limited. Amon-Ra St. Brown has been a revelation for that passing game. He's getting peppered with targets and doing good work with that. So maybe the angle here is, if we're not sure about Goff, maybe the angle is to take Detroit +9 at Seattle on the look ahead next week. I mean, that might be an even better number. I know Seattle is not Atlanta and they're a little better, but I still think more than a possession against the middle of the road at best Seattle team is good value too, with this Detroit team that's playing hard the rest of the year. I don't think we have to worry about Detroit mailing it in at any point. They're playing hard for this staff.
The thing here, Brad, is like, even if DeAndre Swift can't go, they were able to activate Jamal Williams off of the COVID list, and so he'll be able to go for them. And so while you'd rather have Swift, of course, Jamal Williams perfectly capable back with a lot of experience in the league. I mean, we could sit here and name off all the metrics that the Atlanta offense and the Atlanta defense is in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but it would take up the rest of this podcast. And so, 6 points here. I'm even tempted, even if it's not. I'm tempted, even if it's not Goff, but I can't quite get there yet. But I'm tempted, even if it's not Goff.
Yeah, the Detroit offensive line is the dominant unit in this game. This is by far the best unit of anything. I mean, I do think Jared Goff will be back. These new protocols or if it's two clear tests within 24 hours, then he should be back. And it was quite early in the week he popped. So I am hopeful. I don't have too much to add beyond what you guys said. That I think the Lions are. I think the Lions are still underrated.
Yeah, if Goff plays, Brad, would you sprinkle some on a plus 200 money line, or is that going too far?
Yeah, no, I mean, so they won 2 of the last 3. The one they lost, as you said, they were missing a load of players from the flu. They had to travel to Denver. They couldn't practice. They split everyone up because of that flu. I think because the offensive line is good, it gives them such a solid floor. I probably prefer the plus 4.5 or whatever it was, that is what it was before Goff was out, because the Falcons, they either get blown out by a good team or they win by 2 against the bad team. So I do think Detroit plus 4.5 with Goff in there is, like a 56% bet. I think that's as good a bet on a side as you'll get.